Hi, I'm Dr. Lynn McCool, and welcome to Rhetoric Online at Patrick Henry College. I'm so glad you've decided to join us. Let's get started. We are using two learning management systems this semester. The majority of your course material and assignment links are housed here on the Canvas learning management system. And you'll find that Canvas is simple and easy to use. I've sent out a link to our course website and provided that in the first introductory email so that you could access Canvas for the first time. So make sure that you check your email box for a message from me about Canvas. You will be prompted to set up your username and password, and for consistency and ease of use, I suggest that you use the same username and password that you use for your PHC webmail. Also, please make sure that you list your phc.edu email address as your email in Canvas. Thanks so much. Now, once you're inside Canvas, you'll arrive at our course homepage, and that's just this Home tab right here on the left. The course home has all of the course modules in it for the entire semester. And of course, I've included sort of a nuts and bolts module there with the course home tab, and you can click on that and you can see that I have a bunch of resources that will be useful to you as you progress throughout the semester. In the Course Home tab, you will find that there is this Muddiest Point discussion board, and this is the place where you can post questions of a general nature about assignments, about things that maybe you're reading in the course, or anything that has to do with the course. And I like to provide this generic discussion board so that we can all learn from each other, because if you have a question about something, probably someone else in the class does as well, and so that way I can facilitate those questions in a very easy manner, and other people can learn from that as well. So please feel free to use that. Now, obviously, if you have a question of a more personal nature, such as something about grades or something really specific that you're doing in the assignment that you believe no one else would be of interest, then of course you would want to contact me privately. I've provided a bunch of resources as well for Canvas and Launchpad. So you can see here's a help guide for Canvas. Launchpad sign-on directions is right here. Here's the link to actually get into our course website on Launchpad, and I clicked on that, so we'll look at that in just a second. I do have some customer service information for Launchpad. You can register and buy your access code for Launchpad directly from Macmillan. And of course, if you're not on campus, you're actually truly learning at a distance, you can definitely use this link to purchase it. If, however, you are on campus, then you'll want to go through the Patrick Henry bookstore in order to purchase the Launchpad access code. We do have chat sessions in this course. These are real-time Adobe Connect sessions that we meet together as a class. I only have 4 of them throughout the semester. They're placed strategically inside the syllabus so that I'm meeting with you at certain points in the semester where I think you might need a little extra guidance or help, or I can answer questions on upcoming and important assignments. And then finally, I've placed this link to the PHC Library Rhetoric Research Guide. So we actually have a page on the library's website that is devoted to this course. So the librarian has so graciously gathered together materials that you will need in order to complete the final 2 major speeches of this course. Another thing that I want to point out here in the left navigation, along with the Home tab, which of course takes you to this bit of information and then all of the weekly modules that you'll be working through. And we'll look at those in a minute. But the next thing that I want to show you is actually the syllabus tab. So this is what you would click on to access both your assignment schedule, which I have housed in Google Doc, and your course syllabus also in a Google Doc. So you can go there and you can see at a quick glance what's coming up for the entire semester, as well as the syllabus, and you can read through all of the different requirements, the course objectives, the materials that you'll be using, and so forth. So this little left navigation here is handy. The Macmillan Learning, of course, will help walk you through accessing the Launchpad homepage at any point in the semester, and also for the first time online access. Launchpad itself has a grade book, but I don't use it. I import all of your Launchpad grades into Canvas, so all of your grades and your grade calculation will actually happen in Canvas, so you don't really need to worry about the grade in Launchpad. Okay, let's go back to the Home tab here. And remember that here in the course home, you could just click on this and go to the Launchpad login link. Now, because I'm actually not a student, it actually takes me right in there because I've already registered and logged into Launchpad for the first time. But you can see once you get there, here's your 4 speech assignments. In Launchpad, they're called a video assignment because you're uploading a video. But these are actually your speech assignments, and you can click on them. There are directions as to how to upload, or there's also an embed feature that you can embed your video in Launchpad as well. And so you can see that. Okay, so we're using those 2 course management systems, Launchpad and Canvas. They work in tandem together. You can see how you can access Launchpad from Canvas, very handy. All right, let's talk about week 1, the course orientation. So every weekly module has its weekly module page, and every module is set up so that you must complete all the items inside the module and then check mark it as completed before Canvas will allow you to progress to the next module. Now, I do this for 2 reasons. First of all, if you for some reason do need to work ahead, let's say you're on the debate team or you're on a sporting team or something, and you're trying to be a good student and get things done proactively, this will allow you to do that. Once you've completed all the activities in that module and you check it as done or completed, then you may move on to the next module. So it does allow you to work ahead if you need to. The second reason why I do that, though, is also for an accountability purpose, and that is it's important that you complete all the activities in every module. They're there for a reason. I have specifically chosen those activities to help facilitate the learning and the assessment of your ability to access and apply course material. So it's there as an accountability measure. I don't want you moving forward until you've done everything in that weekly module. Now, obviously, you do have deadlines to meet, and there is a penalty set out in the syllabus if you are late in your assignment submission. So again, another accountability measure. I want you to stay on track and complete assignments on time. Please don't think that in this class you can just wait till the end and then submit everything. That just really doesn't work. So you need to stay on task. If for some reason this is a super busy semester for you, then what I would recommend is to take rhetoric at another time. Okay, let's look at the activity module for this week. This is an orientation activity module. You can see that those activities are related to what you're doing this week. So you should be watching this little screencast, checking your technology, make sure that you have everything that you need because you do use technology in this course. Read the syllabus and the assignment schedule, complete the syllabus quiz. You do need to take this PCAT, or this pre-knowledge assessment test. It's ungraded, but I use it to establish a baseline and so that I can demonstrate that you have grown by the end of the semester, that your communication skills have improved and you've grown in this area. And then there is a discussion board where you can introduce yourself to the course and to the class and to me. And then, of course, logging into Launchpad for the very first time. Now, you do need to do that right away because your first speech upload comes fairly soon. It'll be during week 3 and 4 that you'll be working on that and uploading that. So you do need to get that settled this week, get your access code, and get logged in so that you get a good feel of how to navigate around Launchpad. One other thing I want to point out about the syllabus tab in Canvas is that it does create a running list of assignments that are due. And so we can take a look at those here in just a second. Here they are. So you can see that it lists the assignment, and you could actually just click on it from this to get to it. There it is. There's the introduction discussion board. And so this is another way to sort of track what's coming or what's going to be due in the course. But if you're like me and you like to have a large overview, then I would recommend clicking on the assignment schedule here, which will take you to this Google Doc. And I like Google Docs because I can update this real time, and it's automatically reflected. I don't need to take down and upload a new assignment schedule if something needed to be changed. I typically don't change assignment deadlines, but obviously I reserve the right to do that if there's some extenuating circumstance that happens throughout the semester that I'm not anticipating or not aware of. That did happen one semester. That was the semester when there was the horrible, terrible snowstorm spring semester, and it left the campus shut down for several days, so we had to make some adjustments to assignments. Okay, let's talk for just a few minutes about the syllabus. I just want to point out some key things, and then you can read it in its entirety and read it thoroughly on your own. One of the things I want to point out is that this course uses something called active learning pedagogy to foster and facilitate your learning, which means that you examine your course content through readings and lectures, through quizzes and discussions, and you apply course content by delivering your oral presentations and also composing some written analyses, and sometimes I even ask you to do a critique paper. Now, there are also several assumptions with this course, and you can read those, but the one set of assumptions I want to touch on today is your technology requirements and assumptions. So, this course assumes, because you are taking it online, that you're capable of interacting with and willing to embrace the digital technologies required to facilitate this course online. Specifically, that means that you have a reliable computer, you're using high-speed internet access, not dial-up, that you're using your phc.edu email account, and that you're checking that every day, because I frequently email out updates. I do also use the announcement feature in Canvas, which will be sent, those announcements will be sent to your email, your PHC email. So you need to check that email. That's really my only direct line of communication with you. And if you're not checking that, then I don't have a way to let you know when things happen or something changes in the course. You need a microphone and a video camera on your computer, not only for web conferencing, but also for creating one of your assignments, which is a screencast. You need also video recording technology, such as a smartphone or a flip phone video camera or some other type of digital audio video recording device. A couple more things I want to touch on. The late work policy. As a general rule, after 5 days I do not accept late assignments. And each day that an assignment is late, it corresponds to a 10% reduction in the amount of points available to be earned. So if the assignment is worth 100 points, you turn it in 1 day late, the most that you could earn would be 90 points. And that's, of course, assuming that it's perfect without any error. The next thing I want to point out is the attendance policy. This is a distance learning course, and so therefore our attendance is measured differently than it would be in a face-to-face course. This course has been designed in a stair-step fashion. It requires consistent and sustained effort. And so your attendance is measured by how frequently you participate in accessing and using course materials, responding to course discussions, collaborating with peers, submitting assignments, interacting with your classmates, and so forth. So non-participation in these virtual areas is considered non-attending in the course. To be present in an online space means that you are participating, not merely observing. Now, one last thing, I have put some accommodation information, so if you have disability or if you have other need of support services, those links are here in the syllabus and you can access those. Well, I've enjoyed visiting with you this morning, and I am looking forward to working with you this semester. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. I make both my email and cell phone available to you because we are at a distance. And so please take advantage of those things. I'll talk to you again soon.